You've been to countless doctors, you've tried all the diets, and you bought all the supplements, but you're still stuck in the revolving door of chronic symptoms and exhaustion. You follow the advice, you're doing all the research, and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, but nothing creates lasting change. But you do get those good days, right? When you feel a glimmer of hope, where you feel like your old self, only for it to be followed by a crash that leaves you drained and in pain and just, defeated. But what if I told you that the key to breaking free isn't another pill or a stricter diet? But what if the real reason has to do, less with a specific diagnosis and everything to do with a hidden pattern in your own nervous system? Really, it's a pattern that's trying to protect you, but in doing so, it's keeping you in a prison of symptoms. So in this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on the number one reason that you're still feeling stuck, and I'm going to give you a personalized plan to finally start healing by working with your body instead of against it. And if you don't know me, my name is Brittany Brooks. I'm with Brain Rewiring 360, and I've been down this exact road of symptoms, feeling completely lost, hopeless, and now I've recovered, and I help others rebuild their lives with powerful nervous system tools. So if you're here, you probably know the cycle that I'm talking about all too well, and I call it the all or nothing trap. So if you're familiar with this, put in the comments that you're familiar with this, and I'm just curious. Maybe this sounds familiar, where you have a good day and the brain fog lifts and the pain eases up and the rush of motivation hits you and you think, yes, finally, I'm going to get a lot done. And so you try to cram a week's worth of life into a few hours, and then you're catching up on all your chores, you're running errands, maybe you're even trying to have a little bit of a social life, and you push yourself, totally ignoring the subtle whispers from your body to slow down because you're just too desperate to feel normal again. I know, I've been there. But when this happens, the crash, suddenly you crash after that. And when it happens, it may not happen immediately. It can hit 12 to 48 hours later. And what this is, it's called the post-exertional malaise, the PEM. And it feels like a total system shutdown. The fatigue is just exhausting, and the pain flares, and every symptom you have roars back into your life. And so what do? You retreat and you go into rest mode, and then you do nothing because you're terrified of triggering another symptom that will lead into a crash. So this swing, pushing way too hard and then doing almost nothing, is the heart of the problem. And it's a pattern that keeps your nervous system in a constant state of high alert. And when you overdo it, your brain flags the activity as dangerous. And when you hide away in fear, you just reinforce the brain's belief that the world outside you, outside of the safe space, is a threat. So both extremes, the all or nothing, sends the exact same message to your nervous system that we're not safe. It's already on high alert and doesn't feel safe in the first place. And it's always going to prioritize survival over anything else, like energy production, digestion, or immunity. So it's all about survival. And really, this isn't a character flaw. It's not a lack of willpower. It's physiology. You're just simply caught in a loop driven by a dysregulated nervous system. So one of the hidden patterns is an overprotective nervous system. So you may be wondering what's really going on. So really, the hidden pattern is keeping you stuck in that body's alarm system is your nervous system. Specifically, the part of the brain which is called the limbic system. It's just way too sensitive. So think of it like a smoke detector that goes off not just when there's a fire, but every single time you make toast. And in a healthy state, your nervous system is brilliant at sensing these threats. And it has two main modes, the sympathetic and the fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic, the rest and digest. And when you face a real danger, fight or flight kicks in to save you. And once that danger passes, rest and digest takes over to calm things down and start recovery. But for those of us with chronic symptoms, that wiring has gotten crossed. And maybe things like past illnesses or long periods of stress or trauma or infections, they can all cause the limbic system to get stuck in threat mode, and it starts misinterpreting normal everyday things like, just digesting food or walking or thinking as dangerous. And this is the deeper meaning of post-exertional malaise. So post-exertional malaise, it isn't a sign that you're weak or that you failed, but it is a protective signal from your brain that's on high alert. It's your body's alarm system screaming, and it's saying that's too much, too fast, and we're not safe. So when the nervous system perceives any activity as threat, it triggers a cascade of very real physiological responses, such as inflammation, more pain, and a shutdown of energy production. And these are not just in your head. They are a direct result of a nervous system stuck on defense. And this is exactly where brain rewiring comes in. So the whole goal of these brain rewiring programs is to target the limbic system dysfunction. And these programs are based on neuroplasticity, the brain's incredible ability to change and create new neural pathways. And you can quite literally retrain your brain to stop labeling safe things as dangerous. And you can teach an overactive alarm system to finally take a breath and relax. So you may be wondering, how do you actually break this cycle without triggering another crash? And the answer isn't to push harder. The answer is to create safety. So safety first, and we have to retrain the system with small, repeatable doses of activity that are paired with signals of safety. And this gradually teaches the brain that movement is safe, and that and then it'll stop flagging that as dangerous. So my approach for this is called the non-zero plan. It's a simple nervous system first framework to help you step out of the all or nothing cycle and into a steady, safe progress. And these 3 S's stand for safety, size, and spacing. The first S, was the most important one, is safety. And before you even think about doing something, your number one job is to get your nervous system into a calm state. You need to send your brain powerful signals that you are safe right here, right now. And you can do this with mind-body tools. You can do this, and really the mind-body tools will switch on the parasympathetic rest and digest system. And this could be just, breath work, making your exhale longer than your inhale. And it could be a grounding practice where you just feel your feet on the floor. So we also recommend doing some visualizations. Basically, what we're trying to do is send signals of safety to your system. So by starting from a place of calm, you're telling your brain, okay, we're safe and it's okay to proceed. Now the second S is size. This is where we go head to head with the all or nothing thinking. So the goal here is consistency, not intensity. You need to choose a non-zero activity that is so small, so easy that it feels almost ridiculous. And I'm not talking about, basically what you want to do is make sure that 99% sure that you can do this without triggering symptoms. So for someone who's bedbound, this might be literally just sitting up, out of bed for just a minute. And it might be walking to the mailbox and back. The size of the activity is not the point here. The point is to have a win. So we're going to teach the brain that it's okay to move. So a successful experience tells your nervous system that it's safe. And this builds confidence, and it starts to forge a new neural pathway that says activity equals safety, not activity equals danger. So the third S is spacing. And this is absolutely crucial for preventing PEM. You have to build in enough rest and recovery time before and after your tiny activity. Pacing isn't just about resting when you're already tired. It's about proactively scheduling rest to keep your system from getting overwhelmed in the first place. So think of it like this. You might do your 1-minute activity and you might plan for 10 minutes to rest afterwards. So even if you're feeling totally fine, this spacing, what it does is it reinforces the messages of safety and helps your body and your nervous system recalibrate its energy budget. So using this 3S non-zero plan of safety, size, and spacing, you slowly and gently begin to expand what you're capable of. And you build a foundation of trust in your body, proving over time with these tiny steps that the world is safe to begin, engaging again. And if all this is starting to click for you, and if you're feeling a little bit of that aha moment right now, and you want extra support on this journey, I do want to invite you to check out my brain rewiring program. And I'll put a link in the description, but what it is, it's a clear step-by-step program that guides you every day on exactly what to focus on, helping you break free from chronic symptoms using these exact nervous system tools. So in the program, you're going to get personalized coaching and support for 6 months, because I know exactly what this journey can feel like alone. But we work together to find and help you move past these negative thought patterns and these subconscious threats that are keeping you basically living in fear. Whether your goal is to have less pain or just more energy or less sensitivities, the program is designed to give you a clear path forward. So it'll be me and my team, and we will guide you through. So if you're ready to finally calm your nervous system and dial down the symptoms and start reclaiming your life, then I do want to invite you to book a free brain rewiring strategy call. And on this call, we're just going to take a look at your specific situation and your specific triggers and these specific patterns that can be keeping you stuck. And we can map out a personalized plan to help you break free. And I do keep the group very small and limited so that you can get personalized support. So yeah, if you're feeling that little nudge to learn more, then don't wait. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. So really, the reason that you've been stuck isn't because you're broken or because you haven't tried hard enough, because trust me, I know you have. It's basically because your body's incredibly intelligent and the protective alarm system is stuck in the on position. And maybe you've been trying to fight against it, but the way forward is to start working with it. The path to breaking free is all about teaching the nervous system safety, and it's about dropping that all or nothing approach that's not working, it's not serving you, and just gently focusing on safety, size, and spacing. And you can begin to rewire those old patterns of threat and create these new patterns of healing and resilience. And you can absolutely rebuild your life one tiny non-zero step at a time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching in this video. If it was helpful, please click the like button, subscribe for more on nervous system healing, and just really share this with somebody that needs to hear a message of hope today. And before you go, let me know in the comments, what is the one tiny non-zero step that you're going to be taking with you this week? And I'll be reading them. I love reading the comments. And yeah, you got this.